Hello, once again. Welcome to Central Podcast Entertainment. I'm Neo Spokesman.
And I'm MZP.
And we've got our few reviews to do today, which of course will be separate videos. So this will just be part one, where we just discuss the recaps for Raw and NXT and Smackdown, if possible.
Yeah.
So
I don't think we have anything else to talk about.
Besides Daily X-Men's commentary.
Yeah, I guess we'll get to that. So I guess we'll move right into Monday Night Raw from this week.
Yep.
So, of course, we start off with Seth Rollins opening the show. And the whole Authority, too.
No surprise at all.
Yeah, it's so sad that how they make it so, formulaic now. They have to have a formula for Monday Night Raw.
There's not supposed to be one. It's called unpredictability. But that doesn't seem to be the case in WWE creative's eyes.
I know. I mean, at least they haven't done it all the time, because the only time they've kicked off Raw with a match, at least as I can recall recently, was Jericho and Bray Wyatt when they fought in a cage. That's the only recent memory. The only time in recent memory that they've kicked off Raw with a match instead of a 20-minute promo from the Authority, and the Authority versus whoever, whether it was Randy Orton or anybody, or Roman Reigns, or anyone opposing the Authority. But we get the same thing this week, of course, with Rollins and the Authority. Then Randy Orton comes out, says he's beaten Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, so he deserves a WWE World Heavyweight title shot, and also the fact that yet again he points out that he never got his rematch after he lost the championship at last year's WrestleMania.
Of course, but what are they gonna do?
But so Kane makes the main event, which is going to be a triple threat match for it'll be Orton, Ryback, and Roman Reigns. The winner faces Rollins at Extreme Rules for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, and then later on in the nights before the match, each would have a warm up match. So Orton's match was first against Kane.
That doesn't seem to make much sense.
I know, but they've always done. Usually, I don't know why they're doing this trend where they have people compete twice in the same night.
Wait, when that started?
I don't know. I think it started when the Shield broke up or something. I don't know.
Oh boy,
but
double duties.
They're doing it a lot now with Reigns and Rollins and all that. They just do double duties and also on SmackDown too, they've done times where there's a one-on-one match and the Authority gets involved and other people get involved and they say, hey, now it's a 6-man tag, and then it's the same people, That's just the only thing I hate now. It's just they constantly do this. They do this formula over and over again. That you gotta mix it up. You gotta at least mix stuff up. So it ran right into the first match, which was Kane versus Randy Orton. And then it ended up with Orton winning by disqualification because, yet again, the Authority...
time to screw someone else over.
Yeah, this Raw ended up... this Raw began bad, I would say. But it got pretty good in the middle.
85th episode, by the way.
Oh, it is? Oh, nice. Yeah, I lost count. Orton won by DQ. And basically the same stuff with Kane losing a match by disqualification. He'd either lose by disqualification or by pinfall.
Yes, but of course you can't forget, yes, Seth Rollins. I won the World Heavyweight Championship. Big Show won the Andre Giant Varel. And Kane... You were just there.
Oh, yeah. I was yeah, Kane was there. Kane was the only one from the Authority who didn't win a match at WrestleMania.
Oh, wait. What match? He was in of course, Andre Giant Battle.
Yeah, that's the only match he was in at Mania, the Battle Royal. Um, then the next match, Seth Rollins issued an open challenge, and Neville stepped up to the plate.
Oh yeah, and put on a good match with Rollins. Even
Oh
though,
yeah, I thought that was a good match. Like and I kind of knew obviously that it was going to be a good match from the start.
yeah, it's two
'Cause you
NXT guys going at it, two former NXT
and two
guys
former NXT champions.
yeah,
Seth
the
Rollins
first ever and one of their more recent NXT champions.
Yeah, and also they've had more experience than NXT. They've been to, I don't know if Neville's ever been to ROH. I don't think so, but he's
It definitely
but he's been
I believe
but he's been in other
what
independent
FCW.
promotions. No, he went there. I think right when NXT started. I think.
Okay.
I mean, that's just me. So yeah, obviously they put on one hell of a match.
Yes, and we put both.
And I didn't mind. Rollins winning.
We're establishing We're establishing both Rollins, okay, or at least
and
Neville.
You want to also
Rollins look strong, but also make Neville look good as well with how he goes against Rollins. Like, hey, he can take on this guy.
Yeah, and I mean, I had no problem again with Neville losing. I mean, he held his own against Rollins. It was pretty much a win-win for both guys. Rollins showed that he is the WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
Well, Neville showed that he can take him.
Yeah, and Neville showed that one day he could be in the championship picture
and possibly beat him, unless he gets screwed over, which is totally predictable.
Yeah, but I'm saying I wouldn't mind to see Neville in the championship picture, obviously. Then what was the next match? Oh yeah, then the Cena U.S. title open challenge, and Stardust answered the call.
Yes, and that was an alright match.
I thought it was good. I thought it was a good match.
But with this open challenge, I'll take it. Well, from what the electrical commentator is saying, it was a good idea. But yes, I agree. But it just seems like every week it's going to be an open challenge. Like, at least have a rivalry or something. It just keeps kind of boring. Like,
well, there's
random person. We need a
rivalry. But we have but there is still a rivalry between Rusev and Cena.
Then after Extreme Rules, then what?
Then they'll have a new guy for Cena.
It feels like you're just making. It feels like I won't make this an insult to the open challenge and Cena being champion, but it feels like this is all here to feed Cena give new superstars a chance to be fed to the Cena monster.
I don't think.
I don't want to believe. I don't want to think that, but it's just like he's beating everybody.
It's not them losing this match. Does not mean they're buried. Like Ambrose, him and Ambrose, they put on one hell of a match the Raw after WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Stardust were really, really good in this match. I think this is benefiting both guys, both Cena as the champion, to make the championship more relevant.
Yes, and also have the challenger and step up their game.
Yeah, but also have rising stars like Ambrose and like Stardust, pushing them to the limit and having and having them, making them, establishing them, showing them that these guys could go, and that maybe someday they could be world champions.
Yes, do you have what it takes to beat Cena? I guess today's not the day.
Yeah, but still, it was still a win-win because it really made you see these guys and think, wow, they are going to be big time players in the future. Definitely Stardust. I mean, I don't think the Stardust character will be world champion, but I think if he turns back to Cody Rhodes, it could be possible.
Well, to imagine if Neville's the next person to answer the call, let's see that match.
Oh yeah, I mean,
we already made a simulation of that. Let's see how it happens in real life.
We already did a simulation, a fantasy match. So.
An awesome match. Now let's see it happen in real life. If Neville answers
but the simulation we did was for the world title. In real life, it's going to be for the U.S. belt.
I'm guessing already saying when you're doing a match at a pay-per-view, even if it's WrestleMania between United States and World title, which United States, it's going to be a good match, but when it's the world title, you're really putting yourself out there.
Well, you
got to get that title.
Yeah, well, you got it. It's the main title, and you're establishing the U.S. IC belt as the workhorse belt.
Yes, and to someone be surprised what if the United States title is the match that the United States Championship match is the best match to look forward to until it's going to lose the title.
Well, it's always like the U.S. I think the U.S. title and IC title matches should be the ones that are the show stealing matches because that's how it's always been in the '80s. Like obviously when people say what's the best match at WrestleMania 3, they say Steamboat versus Savage for the IC belt.
Some say for nostalgia reasons, but yes, it's understandable. The Intercontinental Championship match.
Because I mean, like you look at the main event from that, which was Hogan and Andre for the belt.
That was mainly star power.
It was mainly, it was all powerhouses going at it, and they were, and
nostalgia as well.
And it was, and as you saw, it was, if you watched the match, it was pretty slow. But you see Savage and Steamboat. It was really
the first great match at WrestleMania.
It was really fast. It was kind of fast paced and really
fascinating.
Yeah, and really great to see those guys go back and forth in their match.
Yes, with a roll up for the win. No, a possum pin, a small package for the win.
Small package it was. Yeah, small package. So yeah, that was that. I already wrote down Cena wins in here before whoever came out. I was like, "Yep, whoever's coming out, Cena's winning."
Of course.
Then we get the Bellas versus Paige and Naomi, and Paige and Naomi would get the win.
Yep. Sorry, bye bye AJ. She has a new partner now. No longer is it Paige Lee. It's now Pay-No-Me. No.
I kind of knew you were going to say Pay-No-Me.
But this doesn't seem... doesn't sound good enough. But I guess I'll just stick with that now. Pay-No-Me.
As for, where the Divas Championship is heading, obviously we saw backstage that the Divas wanted Kane to give them a chance and have them have a battle royal for next week.
Uh-huh.
To determine who will face Nikki Bella for the championship at Extreme Rules. So I think they're gonna have Naomi win because you've had Naomi pin the champion in the match. So I think that's what they're going for.
All right.
As for where Paige is going, I don't know where she's heading, but I guess we'll see. It'll be either Paige or Naomi challenging Nikki for the championship. Then we had Ryback face Luke Harper, and Ryback would get the win. Who was also going to be in the triple threat match later that night.
Of course.
I mean, I didn't see why he would be in the match, but I guess just because he hates the Authority. He's because they have no one else really who could be a possible contender and also a guy who's against the Authority.
Yeah.
No other comment?
No, not really. And plus, I was zoned out watching because RoboCop's on right now, but still good movie.
Yeah. Then the Lucha Dragons took on the New Day, and it really looked like the New Day was really
about to make a heel turn.
It really looks like it. I mean, because you see that they're annoyed.
Day sucks. New Day sucks.
They're really annoyed of the chants. You could see that they're telling them to. They obviously have to react because for the past week since WrestleMania and most definitely at the Royal Rumble, the chants have gotten really big with the New Day sucks.
Yeah.
So so it really looks like they're staying. I think what they're trying to do is reverse psychology. They're all about staying positive.
Uh-huh.
But I think it's they're trying to stay positive to make the crowd even more angry. I think they've already had their heel turn. I think it's already happened.
But I don't realize it.
I think we're not realizing this. I think they're heels. I think they're heels right now because I think they're staying positive.
Well,
to make the crowd even more angry.
We don't know what the case is just yet, though.
But I think if that's it, then that's genius. I think. Because fans now just want to have that usual bad guy thing and have them be the usual bad guy since now the crowd is hating on them. But it looks like now they're already the bad guys because they're just staying positive, and the more they've stayed positive,
the more upset.
the more fans are going to get mad at them. I think that's the best way to go about it.
Maybe, but that would be interesting.
So obviously the I think the Lucha Dragons
Of
got the
course,
win.
one awesome move, the Twister crossbody. That was interesting.
Oh yeah, the Twister across body from Kalisto was really.
Yep, and then yes, we got a Swanton bomb from Sin Cara, or call him Hunakara if you want to, but
Yeah, but I mean he's improved. I mean like, I was thinking about the old Sin Cara,
well, hey,
but
at least with this new Sin Cara, he's botch free.
yeah, he hasn't been botching. So that's that. I can't wait to see what they do with the New Day on Raw. Um, then it was Roman Reigns yet again versus the Big Show.
Spear! 1, 2, 3! Probably gonna have Extreme Rules anyway, which is gonna be bad.
Yeah, I mean this match was okay, I guess. And again we had Roman Reigns smiling when Big Show was beating them down. You know, shades of WrestleMania. Shades of a couple Sundays ago, couple weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago, right now. But I think that I don't know if this is gonna be like the usual thing with Roman Reigns. He gets beat down and then he starts smiling and then he makes his comeback.
Unless that smiling is foreshadowing something in the future, then that should be interesting. Hopefully it's good.
Like what, foreshadowing a heel turn or no?
No, foreshadowing something. I just don't know what it is. I mean, we just don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't know yet. Then it was Then Sheamus came out and talked about that he's the only big guy that is the most biggest and baddest man in WWE. But Mark Henry came out and challenged him,
and then Sheamus beat him.
Yeah, I guess they chose Mark Henry because I think the
not
main
being booked in a silly way.
Well, I think it was because I think it's also because Henry's at the stage now where he's putting over young talent.
Already at the stage.
Yeah, he's already at this stage now. He's putting over young talent. Obviously, he put Reigns mad over before WrestleMania, and
that's to show my condolences.
And then he put over Sheamus, which is a no-brainer. But. And also, it was live in Texas.
So yeah, that's another thing.
It's his hometown, or home state, not his hometown.
Yeah.
What was next? Then we had Miz and Mizdow as the second to last on Raw, which I really thought they were gonna do this in the first hour or second hour.
This should have been a WrestleMania match.
And I was surprised they did this on Raw instead of waiting for Extreme Rules to do this.
WWE booking.
I mean, and this match was pretty good. But then you had the Miz win by grabbing the tights, roll up grabbing the tights for the win. But I think it was just to keep the story going. I guess. I mean, I don't know why they chose to do this match on a Raw.
Reasons, that's why.
I guess they just did not have enough match, and they just decided,
didn't have enough match.
They just didn't know what other matches to put on. I don't know.
That's what you get for doing a 3-hour Raw, but.
Then the main event, the triple threat match, Ryback, Reigns, and Orton. Of course, the Authority got involved during the match. It was a pretty short match for a main event, I thought, because they were just going all out and really doing like stuff quick. But then eventually, obviously Randy Orton got the victory, so he'll be facing Rollins at Extreme Rules,
which we already knew before the match even happened.
Yeah, I kind of knew, but I was kind of thinking, well, maybe they'll have Reigns do it, but then I saw that Big Show just knocked him out. As soon as I saw Big Show knocked him out on the outside, I was like, yep, they're going with Randy.
But like
but I guess it makes sense though, because I think this is going to be the time where Orton puts Rollins over. Obviously, we're going to see that.
Yes, and we're probably going to get one heck of a match too.
It'll definitely be an Extreme Rules match.
Yes, but will it be even better than last year's? I don't think so.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Because one of the best highlights of the match we actually called, but didn't expect that to see happen.
Wait, at WrestleMania?
No, at last year's Extreme Rules with the flaming table.
Oh, yeah. I don't think they'll do that again. Not for the
Well, you never know because, hey, even though it was, okay, crash the table, psh, okay, shh, shh, okay, I'm alright, shh, no, shh. He kept distinguishing Kane.
Yeah, but I think it was also because it was Kane and he likes fire, so I don't think you do that with either Rollins or Randy.
You never know. That heel.
And I don't think it's necessary for this match, anyways.
That is true as well.
But overall, this Raw was average. I'd say average, because we did have two great matches in Neville and Rollins and Cena and Stardust for the U.S. title.
Yeah.
So I guess in our opinions, those were the only good highlights of Monday Night Raw from last Monday. And I'm gonna keep this short and sweet for NXT because the only thing that they did for NXT this week is they showed WrestleMania, them performing at WrestleMania Access from.
That's all there is. It was just WrestleMania. It was just NXT WrestleMania Access Edition.
Yeah. All they showed was the tournament they had for who would go to be in the Battle Royal at WrestleMania.
They should have shown this before. But that would have made more sense.
I know. It was kind of weird to me too, but they did that. They just showed how Hideo Itami went through. He went through Adrian Neville and he went through Finn Balor in the finals to be in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. And it showed pretty much his journey and how the cameras followed him behind the scenes preparing for the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Very cool.
They showed him going into the arena, going into Levi Stadium,
absorbing. Taking in what's going on.
Yeah, like Rollins and Sami Zayn and a whole bunch of guys coming up to him and be like, "Oh man, you nervous, man? Your first WrestleMania?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, very nervous."
Well, hey, it's like well, at least what Hideo Itami did do was create an awesome meme.
What, the Godzilla meme?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's one thing he accomplished, even though he didn't accomplish much at WrestleMania.
He created your first meme.
Welcome to WWE, Hideo. Or Kenta.
Whatever you want to call him. I
guess I obviously can't. I don't know him that much as Kenta. I've seen highlights of his matches with
New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Well, also with Ring of Honor and other matches too. He's faced. I saw matches with him with Daniel Bryan and a triple threat match also between him, Daniel Bryan, and Samoa Joe. I've also seen him face Seth Rollins, who was Tyler Black at the time. And, yeah, that's about it from the independent shows. So that was that for NXT.
And then we just got SmackDown now.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Oh, of course, yes, Adrian Neville won another match against Curtis Axel.
Oh, yeah, that was the second match.
So I would love to see Adrian Neville face somebody else. Well, maybe a Stardust. I don't mind.
Yeah, I don't know. And also, I think it was a good thing too that Rollins did beat Neville, because I think you don't want too many NXT stars coming up and then all of a sudden they say, "Oh, this guy's been undefeated since he came here." We already had that with Rusev, and we had that with a whole bunch of different guys that have come up. We don't want to keep having new guys having undefeated streaks every time they come up.
Yeah, this isn't WrestleMania.
Like, you did that with Rusev. That was great. Now that's over. You don't need to make another star. You don't need to have another star have an undefeated streak when he came here.
Yes, or else it will just suck again.
So, yeah. Well, what happened first was Daniel Bryan coming out and recapping this whole week from winning the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania and standing on top of the ladder with 76,000 people chanting yes.
Standing on the ladder.
Well, when he at WrestleMania when he won the belt, he was on the ladder and a whole bunch of people with him chanting yes. Then he talked about Sheamus attacking him from Raw and SmackDown and having stitches in his head.
Huh.
Then Barrett came out and he wanted his belt back, of course. Then we had Big Show come out along with who was it?
What?
Oh yeah, with Sheamus too, and they teamed up, and then Reigns and Ziggler came to Bryan's aid, which would announce later on.
6-man tag.
Yeah, sadly.
Well, at least it's not consistent compared to last year.
Oh, speaking of SmackDown, obviously you've heard.
It's moving to USA next year.
Yeah.
It's all a one-channel thing.
Yeah, I know. Now they're making WWE all on the USA
Network, yeah, of course. Even though we're in the United States, but still, oh my.
No other comments about that?
No, none.
I guess they'll still have Thursdays on the USA.
Pretty much.
Same day, same time.
Same SmackDown times, same SmackDown channel.
Well, no, because they're moving to USA. But yeah, I mean, I hope it gets better by then because I mean, so far since they moved to Thursdays, it really looked like there was some promise, but
not too much.
Yeah. I mean, they've improved a little bit. Don't get me wrong,
but not much though.
Yeah, but nothing to make it.
Just improve. Just continue the story as if it were another Raw, and then you'll be fine.
Or they've treated it pretty much. They've pretty much treated it like a house show, except
house shows are better.
Yeah, except house shows are better because the guys have had more time. I've only been to like 3 house shows in my life,
and they were great.
Yeah, all of them were great. Like I can't remember what has happened. Like I remember some of the matches, like some Raw matches from 2005. Like I've only been to one Raw live event, and that was in 2005. And the main event was Triple H. It was a tag team steel cage match. It was Triple H and Ric Flair versus Randy Orton and Batista.
Oh, that's all.
And it was, and this was like the week after Batista just turned on Evolution.
Oh, wait. Oh, wait, no.
This was like before WrestleMania 21, and this was like, and this was leading up to the match.
If you saw that house show, then you knew that Batista was going to turn on Evolution.
Well, no, like this was after. This was like right after he turned on Evolution.
Okay.
Yeah, it was around that time. And that was the main event: Ric Flair, Triple H versus Orton and Batista in the cage. And Batista and Randy Orton obviously won.
Yes, but Randy Orton was in the face.
Yeah, I know, but they somehow Orton and Batista teamed up as the faces.
Confusing, but still, it's a house show, so now everything's supposed to make sense.
I know, but I guess like. I think at that time Orton was like kind of a tweener at that time because he was kind of shifting to a heel because his rivalry with The Undertaker.
Yes.
But I think
only fought him at 3 pay-per-views. Okay, 4. Yeah,
I mean he was. I think this was before. Yeah, this was before he RKO'd Stacy Keibler, which pretty much was the.
Oh yeah.
Pretty much the main heel turn.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't turn heel right when he said, I'm going to face The Undertaker at WrestleMania 21.
It was when he RKO'd...
When he RKO'd
Stacy
Keibler, that's when he
it was legit.
officially turned heel. So, back to SmackDown. Sorry about that. The first match, actually, was the tag champs Cesaro and Tyson Kidd versus The New Day.
And the tag champs come out with another win, and more New Day sucks chants.
Yep. And I'm glad that Cesaro and Kidd are getting non-title wins, unlike the Intercontinental belt when Barrett had it. I'm glad that they're actually doing the tag championship. They're actually booking the tag team championships right. They're having Cesaro and Kidd win non-title matches, which you definitely should.
Well, at least, of course, at least it's nothing like, okay, during the match, well, it's good. It's a good thing that the tag teams are heels and not faces. Well, maybe there would have been a difference, but hey, at least
I think they're kind of I don't know. They may be shifting towards face.
I see them as.
I mean, they do act as heels. Definitely Tyson Kidd. He's been acting so much of a heel, especially with the rivalry they had with the Usos this year, in the beginning of this year.
Well, but not much from Cesaro.
Yeah, not much from Cesaro because Tyson Kidd is pretty much. I mean, Cesaro does talk. But Tyson Kidd is pretty much the mouthpiece, I think.
But hey, it's all different. But oh yes, it's not least we won't have hopefully someone interferes in the match, and then we have a disqualification. Then someone else comes in, and we create another 6-man tag or any multi-man tag team match. But so glad that's not going to happen, especially for a tag team match. If it's a tag team championship match, that's even worse.
So we then had Natalya take on Alicia Fox after they had a backstage fight.
And then Cameron comes
in.
And
Cameron was the guest referee.
And breaks up the two. Then takes out both divas.
Yeah, after the match, after I think Natalya won. Yeah, Natalya got the win, and then Cameron.
Heel turn. No, wait, she's already
a heel. She's been a heel since she turned her back on Naomi.
And that was back in last year.
I think, yeah, that might have been last year. I think more than a year ago. Just they never did anything with Cameron. What else do we have? Then we had Bray Wyatt versus Eric Rowan. And then before that, we had Bray Wyatt cut a promo before the match. He was telling a story of how he found Eric Rowan and how he met him and how he took him under his wing and made him one of his own, the Wyatt family, and then he fixed him and now he's on his own. And he's ashamed that the people have made him this way now. He said he's broken again because of you guys. And then Bray Wyatt got the victory over Eric Rowan.
Of course.
So at least they're going to be doing something with Bray.
Yes,
maybe a rivalry with Eric Rowan. Who knows?
Yes, but it's not much of a build-up because
since Eric Rowan's pretty much the only Wyatt family member that turned face after the breakup.
Yep.
Because Luke Harper is still a heel, and he may be in a rivalry with Ambrose leading up to Extreme Rules.
Yep.
And Ambrose wasn't here at all this week with Raw or SmackDown. I think he's still playing the injuries that he suffered from WrestleMania with Harper, and then Harper powerbombing him onto the announce table the last SmackDown before this.
Match of the night, Harper and Ambrose.
In some kind of street fight. That I would love to see.
Yeah. And if there's blood, then that's a bonus.
Yeah. Then we had a special edition of Miz TV
with Summer Rae, since they both did Marine 4.
Well, yeah, Summer Rae wasn't the guest at first because Miz was just bragging about him being the star of the Marine 4. Then Summer Rae coming out saying, excuse me, I'm your co-star too. I'm the star of it too. But then, Miz is like, no, you're the supporting actress. I'm the lead. I'm the leading man. Then we had Mizdow come out, and Miz giving his whole explanation, saying, "Hey, I found when I found you, you were about to be fired, but I saved you, and I made you
My
who
stunt
you are
double.
today." And then he wanted Mizdow to shake his hand and apologize.
I'm sorry, I didn't do this sooner.
Yeah, I kind of knew. I kind of knew he was gonna say that. You kind of knew he was gonna say that. Say, "I'm sorry, I didn't do this sooner." And then he attacked Miz and ended up kissing Summer Rae.
Wait, on the cheek?
No, tongue kissing.
What? Wait, did she refuse or did you just go with it?
No, she went with it.
Okay, what happened?
It's kind of weird how they made Summer Rae a face there.
Wait, she just turned face right now, or
yeah, because she's always when she was alone after she broke up with Fandango, she was kind of a heel still.
Yes, but then kind of turned face when she was with Layla as well.
Yeah.
But if have Layla have Summer Rae by Mizdow's corner, it's somewhat alright, but not really that exciting.
I'm really thinking when they have after Miz and Mizdow have this whole rivalry, where are they gonna go from here?
I'm not sure.
That's another question that's really circling in my head. What?
Hopefully something good occurs.
I mean, Mizdow's not gonna have the name. Sandow's not gonna have the name Mizdow after this rivalry.
So that's why you Sandow again.
Yeah, but they gotta have him with a different character. He can't go back to the.
Intellectual savior of the masses.
Yeah, the savior of the masses, because that's a heel gimmick. So they gotta.
Unless he combines both, then that somewhat works.
Yeah, I mean, and Miz, I don't know. I guess Miz just stays somewhere mid card with the whole gimmick, with the whole Hollywood gimmick. And I don't know where Mizdow goes from here. I mean, it would be cool if the last match they had, Miz says, if I win, you have to drop the name Mizdow, and he goes back to Sandow if he loses. But I don't know.
Let's see what occurs.
Then finally the main event, the 6-man tag: Barrett, Big Show, Sheamus versus Bryan, Reigns, and Ziggler. And of course, Bryan, Reigns, and Ziggler get the victory to close out SmackDown. And nothing else there.